Hey guys, I'm Matthew Francis and I'm going to teach you a little bit about summer squash, how to buy them, how to store them, how to cook them, and everything else you need to know about squash. So when you're at the store and you're buying summer squash, you want them to be bright in color, you want them to be firm, and you want it to be kind of heavy and dense for what it might look like. When it comes to size of squash, the bigger they are, the more seeds they'll have, and the smaller they are, the less seeds. Just like any other fruit or vegetable, of course your summer squash are going to be best if they're fresh and you use them right away. But let's say you grew a bunch or purchased a lot and you have a huge stock of summer squash. Make sure they're clean and they're washed, and you want to put them in a plastic bag and keep them in the crisper drawer of your fridge. They'll last for about 1 to maybe 2 weeks in your fridge. If you want to have long-term storage for your squash, you should just slice it up, cook it, cool it down, and then put it in a bag in the freezer, and that will last for about a year. And if you're lucky enough to get some squash blossoms, you want to use those right away because they're best when they're fresh and they're crisp. So now I'm going to dive into 10 of the most common and most loved types of summer squash. So first, let's talk about Chayote Squash. Chayote is low in calories, it's really firm, and it tastes sort of like cucumber, so it's great for things like grilling, sauteing, baking. You can put it in soups, and it's even great to slice up and put as a nice crunch into salads. Like a chayote and apple salad with some lime juice, so good. Second, we have Kusa or Kusa Squash. It's shorter, kind of fatter, and it's lighter in color than zucchini, but it can be used the same way. And because of their short and kind of fat shape, they're really great for slicing in half and stuffing with rice and meat and different herbs and spices. Number 3, let's talk about the classic sort of American green zucchini. Green zucchini has thin skin and firm flesh, and since it has a mild flavor, it can be used in almost anything. You can even kind of spiralize it into zucchini pasta. Although zucchini can grow like as big as a baseball bat or bigger, seriously, you're probably better off choosing a smaller zucchini because it'll have a better flavor and a better texture. Next up, we have yellow zucchini. Don't confuse it with yellow squash, which we'll talk about in a bit. Yellow zucchini is different from yellow squash because the neck doesn't curve as much, and it still has kind of the lines tapering together at the top for zucchini. Flavor-wise, it's almost the exact same as zucchini, it just may be a little bit sweeter, so you can cook it any way that you would cook a normal zucchini, and maybe even mix the two so you have like a pop of different types of color. For number 5, we have luffa squash, or luffa squash as it's sometimes called. It's kind of a green, longer squash that has kind of lines coming down it, and the reason why it's called luffa is because if you let it continue to grow and dry out, it kind of becomes wiry and papery, almost like an actual like loofah for showering. It's nuts. So if you want to try luffa or luffa squash, harvest them when they're still young and they're still moist and they still have that appearance of just sort of ridged zucchini. You can slice them and have them raw, or you can cook them just how you would any other zucchini recipe. Next up, we have patty pan squash. They're one of my favorites. They're really good for just kind of chopping up, and you can saute them or roast them at a high heat. They kind of look like little UFOs. They can be yellow or green. Next, there's round zucchini. Their short, wide, spherical shape makes them ideal for stuffing, and you can also use them however you would use zucchini. So next up, we actually have yellow squash, which comes in 2 varieties, yellow crookneck squash and yellow straight neck squash. When it comes to the yellow crookneck, it obviously has a longer, sort of crooked, curved neck. Crookneck squash also kind of has a larger bulbous bottom, bigger seeds, and has a waxier, thick skin. And people use it as a really great thing to put in a display or like a centerpiece to really give some visual interest. And then when it comes to the straight neck squash, it's very similar to the crookneck in that it has a bulbous base and it's kind of longer, but of course it doesn't have that curved neck. And you can use it just like any other zucchini. And last but not least, we have zephyr squash. Zephyr squash is really pretty. It's known for that two-tone coloration. It's kind of light green at the bottom and yellower at the top. Zephyr is dense like patty pan, but is easy to slice because of its nice round, long shape. So you can use it just like yellow squash. So there we go. That's 10 or so different types of summer squash that you can enjoy during this season. For me, cucumbers are also really great during this time of year, so I love to do sliced zucchini and cucumbers and pickle them with some onions and have like a nice little like cucumber zucchini salad. I also really love to just chop up some zucchini, take out some of the seeds, salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, and roast it in the oven at a really high temperature, like almost broiling. So I have like caramelized, juicy pieces of zucchini and squash. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. And down in the comments below, tell me what was one of the strangest squash you've ever seen or tasted before. I'm curious to know. If you did enjoy this video, please subscribe to Allrecipes. We make a ton of great videos that are going to help you out in the kitchen at home.